not coming online in the last 3 days, in the past 72 hours. Yeah, it's I got overwhelmed with preparation towards the farming season and other things around me. So I'm sorry about that. But now we are here. Like I already listed, we have 10 things we are going to discuss within the next 10 days. If you've not seen that video of the things we're going to discuss in the next 10 days, then try and uh, maybe watch our video, the live stream of yesterday, the 10 things we are going to discuss in the next 10 days. So today we are starting, and welcome. We are talking about something very special today. If you're here, you feel my live stream has helped you or helped someone around you, please don't forget to share this live stream while we are on, so that others can join us and enjoy this 15 to 20 minutes live stream where we are going to discuss about how to know if your soil is fertile without a laboratory. You know, my channel is actually designed to help especially local farmers to do what? Improve. Not just only local farmers, every farmer. But then the goal is to help local farmers to do what? Improve. Especially local farmers in the tropical rainforest of Africa. So having said that, let us start. So have you ever wondered if your soil is actually fertile? Have you ever wondered if your soil is actually fertile? Many farmers apply fertilizer, yeah, every year, but they are not sure whether the soil is healthy or not. All they know is they apply fertilizer. They don't know whether the soil is healthy or not. And the truth is this: you don't always need a laboratory test to know if your soil is fertile. You don't always need a laboratory to know if your soil is fertile. That's the essence of this lecture. We are going to teach you how to know, how to determine if your soil is fertile or not, at least by mere looking at it. So your soil already gives you many signs. What are these signs that your soil is fertile or not? Let's be practical about this discussion. So your soil already gives you many signs. One, okay, let's take it this way. If you know what to look for, you can quickly tell whether your soil is rich or whether it needs improvement. Today, I will show you 4 simple ways farmers can tell or can test soil fertility directly in the field. These are practical methods used by experienced farmers all over the world. It is not just particular with Africa or particular to Africa. So these are things you can do anywhere in the world. So take note of these 4 ways farmers can test soil fertility directly in the field. Okay, having said that, soil fertility simply means the ability of the soil to support healthy plant growth. Soil fertility simply means the ability of soil to support healthy plant growth. A fertile soil provides plants with nutrients, water, and air, the last but not the least, and a good environment for root growth. I repeat, a fertile soil provides plants with nutrients, water, air, and a good environment for roots to what? Grow. You know, the root is the anchor, what holds the plant. Not only that it holds the plant in place, the root is the only place where, the only source through which plants absorb what? Water, mineral, and nutrients from the soil. So while laboratory soil testing is the most accurate method, many farmers do not have easy access to soil testing facilities. This is just the truth. Many rural farmers don't have direct access to laboratories. In fact, in so many cases, these laboratories are not within their reach. So what do? The good news is that nature already provides visible indicators that tells us whether soil is healthy or not. So let us look at some of these indicators. I'm taking number 1 now. The first indicator is presence of earthworm and soil life. Presence of earthworm and soil life. I remember when I was in the primary school and even secondary, they will tell us that the butterfly is the farmer's friend, that earthworm is the farmer's friend. Yes, they are actually farmer's friend. That's the truth. No argument about that. So one of the easiest ways to check soil fertility is to observe whether earthworms are present in the soil. If they are not present, there's a problem. Earthworms are the strong sign of healthy and living soil. Why? Because earthworms help to break down organic matters. Yeah, break down organic matter, improve soil structure, increase soil aeration, release nutrients. Yeah, the functions of earthworm. I want to repeat it. They break down organic matter, improve soil structure, increase soil aeration, release nutrients that plants can use. These are the four most important roles earthworms play in the what? Soil. So if you dig into the soil and you find several earthworms, that is usually a good sign that the soil is fertile. It may indicate poor soil health. It may indicate soil of life. The soil is like a community, and if you come into a community and there's no human being there, that means there's no life in it. So earthworms show there is life in what? The soil. Earthworms, crickets, and all those insects, they show that yes, there's life. These are some of the questions you need to ask yourself. One, are the crops growing vigorously? Are the leaves green and healthy? Are the plants producing dark green leaves, like I said earlier, good flowering and what? Fruiting. But when soil fertility is poor, you may observe yellow leaves, slow growth, weak stems, low yield. Yeah, plants often tell the story of the soil. That plants often tell the story of the soil. The third point is soil color. What's the color of your soil? Soil color can also reveal a lot about soil fertility. Generally speaking, dark soil tends to be more fertile than very light soils. Yeah, generally speaking, dark soils tend to be more fertile than what? Very light soil. That does not mean that any soil that is not dark is not fertile. But in most cases, dark soils are what? Generally what? Fertile. So why? The reason is, let's ask the question why. Because dark soils usually contain high amount of what? Organic matter. And is the organic matter that gives the soil what? That what? Dark color, that coloration is what? As a result of what? Organic matters. Dead plants and what? Animals. Organic matter improves soil fertility by holding nutrients, improving water retention, supporting benefit. Yes, I repeat, organic matter improves soil fertility by holding nutrients, improving water retention, and supporting beneficial what? Organisms. For example, very pale or sandy soil often have low organic matter and may require improvement. But dark brown or black soils usually indicate better soil health. However, color alone is not enough. Like I said before, color alone is not enough. It should be considered together with other indicators. So don't judge soils like once it is not dark in color, you conclude that it is not fertile. No, that's not what it means. It can actually be pale but still rich in nutrients. But in most cases, what we are saying that in most cases, dark soils are what? More are often richer than pale soils. And having said that, we'll continue. So the first thing you need to do what? Look out for is what? Soil texture and structure. Remember, we discussed about soil texture and structure in one of our previous live streams. Soil texture and structure. You can go back and watch that video. If you've not watched, if you're watching our video for the first time, do what to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any information. So soil structure and what? Texture. This is another thing you do what? You look out for. You can also evaluate soil fertility by touching and feeling the soil. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen real farmers when they see when they enter this farm, the first thing they do most of the times is to do what? Take a handful, a little quantity of the soil, rub it in between their fingers, to know, one, the soil texture and what structure. Because when you rub it in between your hands, you can tell the particle sizes, and you can also tell whether they are coarse or fine particles. So soil texture and structure. Let's talk about it a little. So you can also evaluate soil fertility by touching and feeling the soil. Take a handful of moist soil and squeeze it in your hand. Observe what happens. If the soil forms a you know, when it forms a crumb-like structure, it's a what? Good sign. Yeah, sign that the soil is good. Healthy soils often Healthy soils are often loose, well aerated, easy for roots to penetrate. But if the soil is very hard, compacted, and powdery, plant roots may struggle to do what? Grow properly. Compacted soils also prevent water and air from what? Moving freely in the soil. So that's why you need to avoid compacted soils. Good soil structure is therefore very important for fertility. Good soil structure is very, very what? Important for fertility. Why? So you're trying to fix the light. So these simple observations can help farmers understand their soil before what? Planting. Yeah, it helps farmers to do what? Understand their soils before planting. They help farmers to decide whether they need to, one, add organic manure, apply compost, improve soil structure, practice mulching, or crop rotation. I don't know if you got what I just said. I said these simple tests, yeah, these simple observations can help farmers understand their soils before planting. They help farmers decide whether they need to, one, add organic matter, apply compost, improve soil structure, and practice mulching or crop rotation. Remember, fertilizer alone does not create soil as a healthy soil. Fertilizer alone does not create healthy soil. Healthy soil requires good management and organic matter. So in conclusion, I want to say, the next time you walk into a farm or into your farm, take a closer look at your soil. Look out for earthworms and soil organisms. Yeah, earthworm and soil organisms. Observe how your crops are performing. Check the color of the soil and feel the texture. Yeah, feel the texture and structure of your soil. These simple indicators can tell you a lot about soil fertility. And when farmers understand their soil better, they make better farm decisions. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comment section. Yeah. What does the farm on your farm, or sorry, what does the soil on your farm look like? I want to ask you that question. What does the soil on your farm look like? Is it dark, sandy, clay? Let's discuss. Let's spend the next 5 minutes and talk about your soil. And if you want to learn more about climate smart and practical agriculture, follow this page and join our growing community of farmers around the world. That's the little message I have this evening about your soil, how to tell whether your soil is fertile without necessarily going to the laboratory. If you have any question, just drop in the comment section. We would address that. It's just a 15 minutes live stream. because we've not been here for a long time in the past 72 hours. If you're just joining now, please just do well and watch this video again. If you found it so interesting, you can share so that others can learn a little. So always try to observe these few things we discussed. So you can actually tell whether your soil is fertile without necessarily going to the laboratory. But like I said at the beginning, testing your soil in the laboratory is the best way to determine with all certainty the status of your soil. But where that is not available, where that's not accessible, what we just discussed are the simple ways you can determine whether your soil is good enough for planting or not. This will help you a lot. You don't just go into the farm and start cultivating without checking, knowing for sure if the status of your soil, it has the capacity to support the plant, the crop you want to grow on it. It's always important you know, so that you don't waste one, your manpower, your resources, and also time planting where you would not make any gain. And I know, just as much as you know too, that the essence of we farming is to do what? Make our lives better, have enough food, and also enough money in our pocket as farmers. So having said that, I would want to take some questions, but if there is none, then we'll uh, wrap it up here and wait for tomorrow, same time. Yeah, tomorrow, same time. I plead once again, if you found this video interesting, or if you have been finding our discussion here interesting, do well to do what? Share. Yeah, do well to share. Subscribe if you've not subscribed, and recommend us to others so that this our community of farmers will grow. Yeah, we need to grow from strength to strength. We need to grow bigger than we are currently. So I ask you this question again. What does the soil in your farm look like? Is it dark, sandy, or clayey? Let's discuss this in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your comments. Thanks and remain blessed. I remain Dr. Donald Ihasru, a farmer and agriculture enthusiast. See you tomorrow.